Hey guys, SpicyRawmen here, and I was just perusing the interwebs and decided to type in one of my favorite games and click on news to see if there was anything interesting about coming out of this game recently. And this is like 4 months old, but this really pisses me off because this goes back to the whole blame the game, not the parents thing. Beautiful fucking bullshit. Written by The Sun, has this article. Parents warn not to let their children use Doki Doki Literature Club suicide app because it's dangerous. First of all, Doki Doki Literature Club is not a quote-unquote suicide app. It's a meta-narrative horror game with heavy things such as suicide and self-harm. It is not a suicide app. So, right off the bat, they are already leading with a very misleading title. Collington Community College in Cornwall has sent a letter to parents warning them about the controversial game. Warning, article contains disturbing images. Okay. By Abe Hawken. Abe Hawken, fuck yourself. This was released a couple months back, though. So, I know it was actually released last year, but it was like 5 months ago. So, I know maybe a little bit of a late response, but I haven't seen anybody recover this article yet. So, parents have been warned not to use the suicide app because it's too dangerous to play. No, it's not. There have been millions of people that have played it and haven't killed themselves. But, blame the game, not the parents. Doki Doki Literature Club is going quote-unquote viral in the UK because it has been linked to the death of 2 teenagers because it features dark themes of self-harm and suicide. What they fail to mention here is that the game on the Steam page says, warning, not suitable for children of certain ages. And then when you boot up the game, the same disclaimer is there. Your entire article is invalid now. Doki Doki Literature Club begins as a lighthearted game but takes a sinister turn. Yeah, that's true. The controversial game is easy to download and begins with the user playing as a school pupil who wants to write poetry to impress girls. Of course it's easy to download, it's on Steam and it's free. But it quickly descends into a shocking psychological horror and parents are becoming concerned because more children are playing it on their smartphones. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Okay, so I just searched up, can you play DDLC on your smartphone? And it seems like you can't. Since there have been many requests, this is Dan saying, since there have been many requests to possibility of DDLC on mobile devices, I feel like it is necessary to clarify my current stance and future plans. I recently updated the fan content guideline to disallow DDLC fan games or games using official DDLC assets to be uploaded to the public app store. The reason that DDLC content on these platforms has been a great source of stress for me over the past month. Between developers who have been maliciously trying to make money off DDLC and fans who have been messaging me worried about the authenticity of various DDLC clones/apps that have appeared on these platforms. So apparently the game is not on the App Store. So this article's lying. It's not on the App Store. You can't play it on a smartphone. You have to have a computer. That discredits your article. Collington Community College in Cornwall has even sent a letter to parents warning them about the game. That seems a bit much, but okay. Assistant Principal Paula Matheson? Assistant Principal Paula Matheson wrote a letter and warned to ask parents to check that their children aren't using the app. First of all, not an app, it's a computer game. The game features disturbing suicide scenes pictured. Yes, one of them hangs themselves and the other stabs himself to death. She said, "There's a new app that's going viral among many primary and secondary school-age pupils. The app is called Doki Doki Literature Club, and the game is advertised as a school dating app that does not require parental checks to download." There's definitely a disclaimer before it, so Paula, fuck yourself, do some research. Stop trying to ruin video games. The app begins as a colorful and lighthearted game, but takes a sinister turn within an hour of children playing. Yes, it is advertised as a horror game, so you should be expecting some fucked up shit to pop up. Their online friend starts to talk about depression and eventually commits suicide. I went from 0 to fucking 100 in about 3 seconds. Okay. Please, could I kindly ask all parents and carers to check that your children do not have this app installed because of the associated dangers. I don't see how the game is that dangerous. Yeah, it has heavy themes, but I don't see you sending a letter out about 13 reasons why. I think it's because DDLC is a video game. And then Ben Wamsley from Birmingham, Manchester died February, and his dad has blamed the game. Yes, because it's the game's fault. Not outside forces, it's definitely just the game's fault. I'm not saying the game couldn't have escalated it, but to blame it solely on the game is, not fair. At all. Let's continue. The anime-style video game has been downloaded between 2 and 5 million times since it was released September 2017. Yeah, it's pretty popular. And out of the millions of downloads, there's only been 4 or 5 people that have killed themselves, and then people blamed it on the game, okay? It has been linked to the death of 15-year-old Ben Wamsley from Bury, Greater Manchester, whose father says the game dragged his son in with its dark themes. Well, you should have regulated what your son could have accessed, fuckface. He died in February of this year, and despite there being no evidence which proves the game was linked, Ben's dad, Darren, has blamed the app for contributing to his son's death. Despite there being no evidence which proves the game was linked. Oh my fucking god. Way to discredit your own point in one fucking sentence. I can't say that name. Okay. Rock 12 took his own life in February of this year, just 2 months after he began playing the game. I'm just gonna not regurgitate the same sentence, but the previous statement applies. Blame the game, not the parents. You should have regulated what your kid could have accessed, so it's honestly kind of your fault for not monitoring your kid. After Ben's dad spoke out about his son's death, another parent, Mylila Ports from Croatia, said that the game may have played a role in the death of her 12-year-old son, Rock. I'm sorry I can't pronounce all these names. I'm, super American. These are either British names or they're definitely not English or American names. I'm sorry. She told The Sun online he was playing the game in December and a girl in his drama class also liked it. He wanted to get a present for her, so he made a Doki Doki t-shirt. I did not realize the nature of this game because at the beginning everything is so cheerful and there's nothing strange or dark about it. There's a disclaimer and it's supposed to be misleading. So you were watching him play this in the beginning. Did you not notice the big disclaimer that said not suitable for children of certain ages or whatever? Come on. He told me that the game started to be weird and a little bit scary, but it was not until his death that we found the real nature of it. 2 months later, Rock had taken his own life. Cops have also issued a warning about the game and described it as being a risk to young people. Parents, regulate what your kids fucking see. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I'm 16, played the game. I was playing the game when I was 15. So, I don't see why. I'm pretty sure it might have something to do with also outside factors to why these young people have tragically taken their lives. Blaming it solely on the video game is a piece of shit move. I'm sorry. There's no other. Stop blaming the video game. You fucking mongoloids. If you're affected by, and then there's a suicide thing, and that's the end of the article, I think. Yeah, it just keeps going on, and a bunch of ads. So they don't even really wrap up the article. It's just a disclaimer with some misleading stuff in it. That's really fucked. Well, the Sun, I'll tell you now, you haven't pissed me off that bad, but you know who you really pissed off? Monica.